I'm currently sitting here doing edits and being frustrated by the almost total lack of internet. If there was a total lack of internet, that's one thing. When you've got enough where sometimes things load, it can be absolutely infuriating. Cabin was a little bit rustic, but it was nice to get some heat and be dry and all of that. This area does have cell, but it keeps going between like 2 bars of LTE and nothing. They have a Starlink router they rent out that was already taken. So basically I've been waiting for the sun to come up so I could go over to the lodge and use theirs. Okay, so coffee and a lot of candy and crackers to get me through the next 2 days. There was basically nothing there that would work as a dinner, so it's just going to be snack food, but that'll work. I am expecting to be in Grand Junction tomorrow night if everything goes well. Get a hotel there. Finally get to do laundry because everything is pretty grungy right at the moment, and then push on to Utah as quick as I can. This was kind of a quick stop, but totally worth it for real food and getting warm. Okay, that took longer than I would have liked, but it's what happens when I don't have internet for days. Yesterday was a really good day even before I got here and got, a pizza, wings, onion rings, etc. That walk along the crest there with the clouds coming in and out was just spectacular. And I'm feeling like I'm almost through Colorado. I mean, I still have the better part of a week left, but getting to look over to those cliffs in Utah made me really, really happy. I have a feeling I'm probably going to enjoy this section overall more in retrospect versus when I was going through it. It was pretty, seeing the fall color changes. I really enjoyed chatting with a number of people up there, but it was just kind of grindy to go through. And some of that was probably just the foot issues. Good camping though. The views are great when I had them. The food situation could have been better. So the lodge is up around 10,500 feet. From this point, I'm going to be descending pretty sharply. I think by the time I get down to Junction, I'm at 4,600. A good amount of this morning was spent looking at the water situation in Utah. There are caches put out by Bob Palin, and I've just been mapping them to my mile numbers so I can see if there are any issues and start to plan things like food carries once I'm past Farida. It might seem like it's a bummer to be back to kind of hardcore road walking, but it's the cool thing about this trail. After days of slower progress, it's nice to just be able to see the miles kind of melt away. So the trail is taking me down to Carson Lake, at which point I'm going to jump on a trail for about 10 miles that is just going to dive downward quickly by all appearances. Check out those colors. So I am down at 6,800, meaning I think I have another 400 or so to drop. Unfortunately, this did go slower than I had hoped. It is about 5:45 right now. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do other than the last water supply before I'm down in civilization is up here, so I was going to fill up. Honestly, I might be tempted to stay before the road walk starts, except for the fact that Grand Junction is where it is. If I'm still 24 miles and change, I can make it in, but every mile makes it harder. And I'm counting on being able to get laundry, and I have to get a package inside Grand Junction. I have been trying to read the tea leaves and figure out if there are some camp potentials before the BLM land that I was hoping to get to that I think is probably a bit too much of a stretch now. I've been getting better reception as I get closer down here, so I figure I'll be able to check probably by the trailhead. 6 p.m. This is my night fill-up. Unfortunately, the water is a little on the silty side, but not a lot I can do about it. .30. Hopefully I won't regret going onto the road walk, but hopefully I can find something. Kind of feels like I'm back in New Mexico again. Okay, I am stealthing tonight. There is a BLM area in another 4 or 5 miles, but I didn't feel like being on the road in the dark, so I'm just going to get out of here early. Home sweet home.